Hi guys, and very nice greetings. Yes, I had the impulse to go live here on Instagram as well. I don't know how you do, but I cannot sleep for real. Sleepless nights since 4 days now. You see my glasses this time? These are fake glasses. And I just want to share with you a message. So let's wait a little bit for the people to come online here. I also had some trouble on TikTok because I was live there too. There were some strange technical issues. Hi. Now I'm back here, Sylvia. We just switched the platform. Oh, I'm so sorry, Marin. Yeah, just surrender and let it all out. Let it all out. Yeah. So I feel also the solar flare is hitting us strong, okay? So X-class solar flares are always very powerful. Hi, Carmen. Much love to you. Yes, actually, I'm doing good. So it feels very strange. My body is tired, but I cannot sleep. Very, very, very strange. Since 4 days now. So it's already 1 a.m. here. And I still cannot sleep. Very strange. Sleepless nights as well. Yeah, good recovery for you all. Much love to you. Yeah, I also have a message for you. I already talked about it in my TikTok live stream. And I don't know if this message reaches you, if this message resonates with you. How should I explain this or where to start? Maybe you do agree the spiritual confusion is really getting stronger. And I also talk about these ego battles in the spiritual community. And that's why I wear these love glasses here to share with you a message. And I hope this message resonates. We are really all in this process together. So, and we must, or it's just my take on, we must balance polarities out. When we don't balance polarities out, we will choose a side. And when you choose a side, just one side of the coin, you are at war. You are at war with yourself. And when you are at war with yourself, you project this reality onto others. So the same goes to light work and to shadow work. Try to balance the light and the darkness out. Because many people, and that's just what I'm getting, why there is so much war. I also received so many comments on my 8-8 portal DNA activations. It's false light. It's evil what you do. Or the true lion's gate opens up on 8-23 astrologically. So instead of listening to my voice, just a comment, it's not the right lion's gate. Boom. That's it. So, and we don't see, hey, wow, this person, she edited a video, she sung, for example, the Anuhasi 8-8 portal activation I published. Maybe you saw this one. So I spent so much time in doing a cover on this. I trained my skills and I listened to the song over and over and over again, and I trained many days and weeks before. So, and instead of seeing the joy this person spreads, he's false light, she's false light, that's not accurate information, Lionsgate, blah, you know what I'm talking about. Why is this happening? It's just my take on why is this happening. I believe many people in the spiritual community, they had how shall I explain this? Not a false, but a very destructive way of thinking, like, what is light work? And for many people, maybe you do agree, light work means this. Every day, every moment. Because this is the most high vibrational frequency. Being sad is unspiritual. Being sad is a low vibration. Because I'm a spiritual teacher, I'm a light worker, and I want to charge my service and I want to do readings or I want to offer my service, I must be this always, right? Because this is truth. Every person is this every day. So what happens is when we hunt the light, just the light, and we stay focused on this every day, we choose a side. And what happens when we choose a side? There's imbalance and the darkness will follow too, always. And it's just my take on many people, I believe, or what I see, in the spiritual community had this point of view. Light work is this. And simply ignoring the darkness. You know what I'm talking about? We ignore the chaos. We ignore our issues. We ignore our pain. Oh, I have bills to pay. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Love and light, right? This way. But when we just do this kind of work, you will see always the darkness rises too. It's really not working just to do light work without the shadow is following you. Really, it's not. Because as long as we have a physical experience, you have the light and the darkness. But maybe you do agree, when you went through so many dark stages in your life, there was always so much light in it. So this means when you stay too much focused on the darkness, yeah, it's the other side of the coin, but it's the same coin. So the light will rise too. But maybe you cannot see it yet. That you must see the light as well, the good things. So when you stay focused just on the dark side, then now everything is evil. You are evil, the people are evil, life is evil, the earth is evil, the government is evil, food is evil, the animals are evil, plants are evil, everything is evil, right? It's just evil. What happens with you? It's like it's the other side of the coin. You feel empty. Or when you just do this every day, you feel empty. You find yourself in a prison again. It's a mind prison. I don't know if this resonates with you, but please trust your heart. Your heart knows what to do, and you know the illusion behind the illusion is, it's just my take on, that your heart is so strong, you create your own meaning. And every person is in another state of consciousness. And I already talked about it on TikTok. I talked about it in my live stream. See, there are people out there that just can spread love, happiness on Christmas. It's actually the same program to astrology. And I try to explain to you the war in the spiritual community, why this happens, okay? Let's say, yeah, the glasses, I know, it's a filter. I don't wear them, you see it here. Yeah, okay, so let's say you see people, so many people around the world, they give their power away to Christmas. So, and just on Christmas, they spread happiness, love, and joy, and they are kind to each other. So, but in their state of consciousness, they feel safe, and they need this feeling. But in return, when you see through this game as well, you know, actually you can celebrate Christmas every day. And it doesn't matter if it's Christmas or not, because you have birthday and Christmas every day. Okay? But there are people, they need this feeling of being safe, so to speak, and they need this, right? To reconnect back to Christ on Christmas or on their birthday or whatever. Okay? So now see what happens in the spiritual community. The label just changed. Now we give our power away to a portal, we give our power away to a full moon, to a Lionsgate portal. Okay? It's actually the same programming, just the label changed. But in return, you can worship a portal every day. You understand? But the same here. There are people in the spiritual community, they need these external events, right? They need this to do better. They need these events, these portals, to do affirmation, for example. A reminder for them, today I want to affirm. Or I want to reprogram my subconscious mind. Just an example, okay? So, and the same goes to people which just embody Christ on Christmas and not on the other days. So, but every person is in another state of consciousness. So, and now I talk about the war. What happens now is that we fight with each other about dates and portals and events. So what is wrong? You are wrong. I'm right. You are wrong. And these are ego battles. It's like you tell people which celebrate Christmas, hey, Christmas is not in December. Jesus was not born in December, do you know? Jesus was born in April, do you know? You understand, this is exact the same word. But the people, how shall I explain that? They generate so much love on Christmas. Because they need this feeling and they want to do this. You understand? This means our hearts are so much stronger. So, and when you dive very deep into this, the whole calendar is inaccurate. This means even astrology is not 100% accurate too. And now we are fighting with each other if the portal is opening on 8/8 or just on 8/23. And we call all people which did a portal activation or which spreaded a very beautiful message on 8/8, these are all false light people. But what if you believe a false light as well? So what if you are not pure yourself? What if you are also spreading fear or lies? You understand? And this is what I'm getting the war in the spiritual community. These are, in my opinion, ego battles. Instead of seeing the people's hearts and their love, so see these joyful moments of a person. Because you know it's really not easy during the storm to stay joyful or to stay in your heart. Maybe you do agree. And instead of supporting each other in their joy, in their love, no, you're false light. You understand? So I also received so many comments on this, on 8/8. Instead of leaving a comment about my voice or about the song, the cover I did, hey, it's false light. 8/8 is false light. So this is all people can say. Like, yeah, what if you believe in a false teaching yourself? So what if you are not pure yourself? What if the entire calendar is completely inaccurate? And now we are fighting each other just about who is wrong, who is right, instead of filling our hearts. You understand? And this is my message to the spiritual community. When we continue on this level, I'm very worried. We cannot create a lighter world. We do not, because we do exact the same what we learned from the hijacked matrix, and we do exact the same what they want from us to do. That's the reason why there is so much confusion in the spiritual community, because spirituality in its pure form is Christ. It's Christ consciousness. It's the love to the divine. And they know. And before people really unite, we divide them. We're spreading some misinformation. We try to scare the people, right? To see them fighting. See, they call each other false light. Because this person believes 8/8 is the right portal. The other person believes it's 8/23. Oh, see, now they are fighting each other instead of uniting, right? And we don't see our hearts. We're just blaming and bullying people. In return, we are really all in this together. And I'm in this myself, guys. So even when I do this content, I miss so many notes over and over again. When I do cover, you cannot imagine how many times I'm missing notes. So, and I hear it always. So, fuck, my gosh, my vocal skills. Or I hear the sound quality. Shit, I must improve my sound quality, right? So we are really all in this together, guys. So, and what's crucial is your heart, it's your intent. And when you activate your Christ heart, you give yourself the meaning. So when you see 8/8 is evil, then your life, or how shall I explain that? The day 8/8 will be awful for you. You understand? Because your focus and your intent is what's crucial. So this means when you say 8/8 is evil, then 8/8 will be horrible for you. And maybe you will suffer for real. Maybe you are depressed like crazy. You understand? So this means your heart is so strong. You created yourself. So instead of seeing each other's gifts and their joyful moments, no, we just see their weakness. And when we starseeds don't unite, when we don't, we really cannot create a lighter world. And when we still having time in bullying each other, in calling each other false lie, blah, 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 you know what I'm talking about? It's just my take on. And I know my words maybe are a little bit harsh. We have too much time and we're still too good. It's just my opinion. It's like we still do too good. We really have other problems. You know what I'm talking about. We really must unite. And they know. That's why they spend so much time in dividing the spiritual community and all alternative communities. Because all these alternative communities have the potential to create a lighter world. You understand? So, and we must help each other instead of seeing each other's weaknesses. And what I'm also getting is just my take on, because when we just do light work this way, right, the darkness will always rise too. So the darkness will always follow. And my take on is that many people face their shadows the first time. And because the shadows are so painful, right, we must deal with it. It's like, fuck, there's so much stuff coming out now, so much shadows, so much darkness, right? It's almost impossible to deal with all this. Now we see the darkness in every person. She has a weakness, he has a weakness. She's imperfect. She spreads fake news. She's a liar. She's misguiding. And you know what I'm talking about? Instead of staying focused on us. So maybe you are also misguiding. Maybe you are still not pure, even when you believe to know the truth now. So, and this is my message, because we are really all in this together. And believe me, I was mistaken so many times, even with my channelings, with my predictions. Because we are really all in this together, guys. So, and instead of seeing each other's hearts, we just reduce us now on the weakness. And this is what I'm getting, the process in the spiritual community, that we really unite, that we really see with our hearts again, and that we try to see the higher picture the best as we can, and in spreading more love and compassion. Because every person tries to deal with this craziness different. So even judging people about, hey, you are too emotional, this, hey, you must calm down, advices. Every person tries to deal with this craziness different. There are people that simply ignore the chaos and they are just laughing every day. There are people that over and over talk about the rabbit hole and they try to deal with this craziness this way. You understand? So every person tries to deal with this shift different. And we really must having compassion for each other, because that's totally new. We never had this in history, what happens now. And we are all new in this. And everyone tries to deal with it different. So and we are all on this path. So this is just my message to you all. And there are some people, they see a lot through it. There are some people, they see much less through it. They are new in it. But in return, always trust your intuition. And when this makes you truly happy, this is what's matter. This is important. If it truly makes you happy or not, just follow the joy. Follow the joy, trust your intuition. Then you are guided to it. You know what to do. And when your heart tells you, hey, I don't want to do full moon rituals, yes, simply don't do it. You don't have to do it because almost every spiritual person is doing this. So you don't have to talk about the solar flares where many people talk about it. Just do it when you feel it in your heart. When your heart tells you, yes, I want to study the sun, do it. It makes you happy. But when you feel no, it feels like I waste my time, then simply don't do it. You understand? It's like we are just guided to our heart. We are just guided to our divine purpose. So you are spiritual even when you just fix a car. When it makes you happy to fix a car, so do it. You are still spiritual. You don't have to talk over and over astrology or about the next Mercury retrograde or whatever. When you don't feel it in your heart, when it's not making you happy, then please don't do it. Then do artwork, do a painting, take care of animals, have a own garden, whatever it is. So you are always spiritual. And that's a message I receive. We just break free from the mind prison. We break free from this because it's like we experience life from all sides. It's not just doing light work, it's not just doing shadow work. It's always these two sides. And you feel it. Because when you stay in your heart, I believe your soul is doing it automatically. So maybe you do agree when you just trust your intuition, when you surrender. Even when you trust your intuition, maybe something strange happens to you too. It's not always this when you trust your intuition. So when you trust your intuition, maybe you face some very strange experiences and situations as well, because your soul wants to learn. And yes, then you face some very dark experiences as well. And I believe your soul is navigating the storm automatically. And this is the new operating system. We get away from our heads. So don't give your power away to a number. This is just what I do. But when I feel it in my heart, I want to dive into this, then I simply do it. But when you don't feel it, don't do it. And accept the people which are doing it, because maybe it really makes them happy. So when you see people are celebrating Christmas, for example, and maybe you don't understand why, because Jesus is even now born on Christmas, okay? That's the other subject. But when you see that so many people are happy on Christmas and they are in Christ consciousness during 3 days, so see this. Instead of blaming and bullying them, hey, Christmas is a dark ritual. Please don't do this. False light. You understand? Because in their consciousness, it makes them happy. And they spread so much happiness and love. Maybe for you it's not right, but maybe for them it's right. The same goes to the portal activations. Maybe it's right for you, but it's not right for the other person. So always trust your intuition and just follow the joy. And then you will break free from this prison. It's really a mind prison. Even let all your emotions out. So don't label yourself in, yeah, light work means always this. Yeah, spreading sadness, it's unspiritual. I'm not in alignment, right? It's a low vibration. That's why I refuse this. I tell you, this is not realistic because we are humans and we are very emotional beings. You will always face challenges in your life and you must cry. Oh, you are angry. During a short time, maybe you are angry. So we are simply humans. This is not how life works. So many people slowly begin to see this war. So what kind of war is this, please? Now we are at war with each other because we believe to know the truth about the Lion's Gate. So, but what if the whole calendar is fake? It's like, it is us. So we created ourselves. So when I feel it to study the sun closely, yeah, it makes fun to study the sun at the moment. But when I feel it different, then I don't do it anymore. And maybe it's not helping you. You understand? It's like we are really all in this together. And please, having more compassion for each other. Please, because this shift is totally new for us all. And every person, a starseed or a light worker or a normal person, you know, I don't like these labels, but we all are in this shift together and every person tries to deal with it different, you know? And all what matters is your heart. And we all did things wrong. We did mistakes. And I was mistaken so many times, guys. So even the victim and savior program, bash, collapses. It's all crumbling now. And this is the greatest redemption. This is ascension. Ascension means you break free from the prison. And first, it's a mind prison. So please go back into your heart and create out from your heart. The operating system just changes. You create more and more from your heart instead of trusting your programs too much. You understand? So, and everyone is in another state of consciousness. And when you see that people are joyful and happy and they spread so much love with the people, please see this, because they share so many messages and codes with us. And when you dive into the laws of quantum, you know what kind of work this is. It's like when we spread love with the people, it's available for Earth and for all mankind, the work. It's like we share this message in the quantum field. So, and these messages and these codes are available for everyone. So, and then when you see it from this perspective, it doesn't matter which day it is, which portal it is, if it's full moon or not, or if it's Christmas, whatever, because your heart is doing this. It's your heart, and your heart is the strongest power. So, and this is my message again. So I don't know if this resonates with you, because I'm a little bit worried about the spiritual community, to be honest. Yes, and we knew this will happen. It's very hard, but still keep shining. Keep shining, stay focused on what you enjoy. Don't be afraid to show up. Don't be afraid to speak your truth, even when many people are triggered. I also see many people are just reacting. Yeah, they are triggered, boom, and they just react. Instead of diving deeper into it, okay, why am I triggered? What can I learn? What is the message? No, simply reacting, push, bam, projection. And this also happens strong in the spiritual community now. So don't be afraid to show up anyway. Because you see now, you cannot, how shall I explain that? You cannot save all people. So even when you do what you love, there is always a person, this person doesn't like you. So even when you are in alignment, when you are in Christ consciousness, so there will always be a person, this person simply doesn't like you. So and it doesn't mean that you have to release your karma, that you have to release a karma from a past life. That's the reason why this person doesn't like you. No, this person simply doesn't like you. So and even when you do what this person likes, this person simply doesn't like you. You understand? So don't be afraid to share your authentic self. Because the right people, they will always watch you. For example, even, I give you another example. We talk about Mozart now. He's an artist, right? Mozart. So he was a genius. Mozart or Beethoven, these were geniuses. So and I can here not understand why there are people, they dislike Mozart's music. They simply don't like Mozart or Beethoven. You know, and so many artists are so inspired by them. Or they create remixes of Beethoven, for example. So, and when I search up for YouTube videos, you see there are always some people that simply don't like Mozart. Even when these were geniuses, you know, in creating music. You understand? So this means even when you are a genius or an expert, there will always be a person, this person doesn't like you. And it doesn't mean that you have to do karma releasing, past life trauma healing, that you were evil in a past life, or whatever. This person simply doesn't like you. Many times, you know, the message is so easy because spirituality is easy. So when you stay in your heart, you feel it. To do. I don't know if this example resonates with you, but many times we stir seeds, believe, it's simply my problem. Oh, I must do shadow work again. Oh, I must heal my trauma, right? This way. No, the message is easy. This person doesn't like you. There is not more. You understand? Love us a little bit more. Really. It's really a video game we play. So laugh a little bit more. Don't take it so seriously, guys. So what's happening in the spiritual community? So laugh a little bit more. You know, your happiness, your love is the strongest frequency. So, and try to balance extremes out. Yeah? Because when you surrender, I tell you, you will always face dark experiences. Even when you trust your intuition, you will see something strange happens, and maybe you don't understand why. It has nothing to do with karma healing again when your heart tells you to do this. But you will learn from this. See children as an inspiration. So children also do it. They just trust their intuition. So and even when they fall down many times, but they always stand up again, and they stand up again, and they stand up again, over and over and over and over. Because their passion keeps them going. Their curiosity keeps them going, isn't it? So they always stand up. When they want to learn how to walk, they always stand up because they want to know how to walk, isn't it? So, and this is the power. I don't know if this resonates with you, and we were all born with this. That's the ancient, or how should I explain that? The original operating system. And you know, this toxic system simply led us away from our hearts. And now we are adults. And now we are so afraid to go back into our hearts and just to be honest with our hearts. Okay, and instead of diving deeper into it, okay, what's happening now? Why am I triggered? No, he's false light. He's evil. This, right? Because it's too painful to dive deeper. Okay? And I share with you a song because that's exactly the picture what I'm getting. But I get this picture about many spiritual communities. Do you know the artist Faithless? And the song is called We Come One, Faithless. Maybe you want to watch it on YouTube, the video clip. This is exactly what happens at the moment. Faithless, We Come One. Maxi Chas, he was very amazing. He's dead, I heard. You know, he was very amazing. I had a connection to him too. So, and when you watch the clip, Maxi Chas is just sitting on the couch. So, and he just observes the chaos. So, and the people, they are all at war with each other. The police arrives, the people are fighting each other. So, and sooner or later, the people come to the realization, we are family. And they stop fighting. So watch this clip. And this is exactly what I'm getting now about the spiritual community and about many alternative communities. So I believe in some case it has to be. Because through these ego battles, we understand, hey, it's so exhausting. It's so exhausting to fight my sisters and brothers. Why am I doing this? I'm so tired and exhausted from all this. Why can't we just spread peace and unity? So that's what I'm getting is the outcome. And all this, like, you see it by Faithless, We Come One. So at the end of the clip, the people, they are all chilling on the ground. You know, and they are laying on the ground and they stop fighting. Maxi Chas just sits on the couch and he just watches everything. So, and you can observe without being emotional attached like Maxi Chas. I get, it's just my take on, that Maxi Chas was an ARCTURIAN. It's just what I see. When I study his energy, his soul signature, even his hands. Did you ever saw his hands by Maxi Chas? His hands are so alien, really, so alien, really. And his face, his entire appearance was so alien-like, even his hands. Watch the clip Insomnia. You see his hands because he's doing this a few times, right? So then you will see his hands. It's so alien, his hands and his fingers. I feel that Maxi Chas was ARCTURIAN, yes. So yeah, and ARCTURIANs, they have the ability to observe. That's a typical trait of an ARCTURIAN starseed. They can observe everything to the smallest detail without being emotional attached. And they still see the solution. You understand? Like Maxi Chas, in the clip We Come One. He watches everything and he sees, they are fighting each other. Oh no, the police arrives. Okay, they are in this process now. They are fighting. Okay, but he's not emotional attached, so to speak. You understand? So, and this is the work of an ARCTURIAN. Many ARCTURIANs, they do this kind of work. They just watch. They watch and observe the chaos, and actually they already see the outcome and they see the solution. But most people, they resist. Yeah, they prefer more to fight now. Okay, so I don't know if this resonates with you guys, and I had the impulse to go live here on Instagram too. So please open your hearts, yeah? Spread a little bit more compassion and love. Because for us, it's a very hard time. For me, it's a hard time. For my twin flame Marcel, it's a hard time. For nature, it's a hard time. For many animals, it's a hard time. Really, it's a hard time for us all because we go through so amazing shifts. We just shift, we expand our consciousness. Please, having a little bit more compassion for each other is just my take on, because we are all dealing with this craziness and we all try to find a way, isn't it? So just my take on, and please spread my happiness and joy, and please see the joy in the people's eyes. When you see a person is singing now with so much joy, please see this. When you see a person is creating a very beautiful artwork, see this, instead of focused on their weakness. Because actually the people are just hungry for love and appreciation. And the hijack matrix is also designed on staying on each other's weaknesses, by the way. Maybe you do agree. It's like When you do a full-time job, you never receive a compliment, almost never. Not by your colleagues, by your manager, because we expect you do everything right. And when you do things wrong, oh, we will let you know. Isn't it? This is the hijack matrix. So that people just stay focused on the mistakes or on what did you wrong, instead of seeing also the gifts and the potential and the love. And without realizing this, so many spiritual people, they do exact the same what the dark ones want from us to do. Really, it is. This is just what I see. They try to divide all alternative communities at the moment. Really, they try it. And when we push this war ourselves, like, hey, 8-8 is false light and true Lion's Gate is happening on 8-23. Yeah, what if you are mistaking yourself? What is the calendar is fake? And it's inaccurate. What if? Who knows? You understand? And this is exactly the war they want to see. That we are so confused, we are all divided. So that we cannot unite, we cannot anchor our codes here. Because when we do the same here, right? Everything is evil, we are all evil now. You create these codes here on earth. And actually you are here to hold the space. You are here to anchoring these high vibrational codes now. So your work is actually super needed. Or why do you think they attack us so strong? Because they know it's just an illusion. So the true work we do is the quantum work from behind. Because you share your codes, your messages with nature, with the animals, and they all have access to the messages you spread and you share. You understand? That's the reason why it's so important to stay in your heart. Okay? So I will go offline now. Thank you so, so much, guys. You're so, so awesome. Yeah, the sunglasses here, the filter. You know, I cannot sleep for real. So take care, guys. Always trust the first impulse you have. No one can tell you what it is. It is really your intuition, and your intuition speaks truth. Please learn to trust your intuition, because what I'm getting is it's the new operating system for New Earth. It's really your heart and your intuition. Oh, and I don't know if you like animes. I watched an anime again today, a Japanese cartoon. It's called Inuyasha. And I watched some clips by Kikyo. Kikyo by Inuyasha is one of my favorite characters. She's misunderstood a little bit, but she's very deep. And I watched a clip in which she tries to set an old grid worker free. It's actually a Buddhist, and he's already dead. And he creates very toxic portals and grids. And Kikyo, which is already dead as well, she tries to help him to find peace. Maybe, wow, I have goosebumps again because this clip is so touching. So I was in tears as I saw this. So whoa, this is real Christ. This is Christ consciousness. Like Kikyo, as she tries to help this toxic grid worker. You must watch this anime to know more what I'm talking about, I think. But maybe search up for this clip if you feel it. It's called, 1 second, her name is Kikyo from Inuyasha. But I don't know the video title on YouTube. But I know the first thing, he's called Sand. That's all I can say. You know, Kikyo Inuyasha Sand. Maybe you'll find this clip, just saying. It was like, whoa. So I was so in tears as I watched this. Yeah, this is Christ consciousness. And this is my big wish for the spiritual community, that we slowly understand what this truly is. And do you know what I'm also getting is, yeah, that Kikyo, you know, I study frequencies very closely. I feel this is the codes from Sophia and Mary Magdalene. So when you watch this clip of Kikyo and how she tries to help this dead person, right? And she tries to set his soul free. I feel, yes, these are codes from Christ, Sophia, and Mary Magdalene. Really, so, whoa, I was so in tears as I watched this today. Just saying, this is Christ, guys.
It's close. Whatever it was that escaped Mount Hakure. Huh? A barrier? And it's a pure barrier, the same kind that surrounds Mount Hakure. So then, is this the person who created the barrier? Huh? Demonic aura is seeping out of the broken barrier. And it's Naraku's demonic energy. You seem to be one who was most virtuous during his lifetime.
First a monk, now a priestess. So do you also pursue Naraku?
Tell me, did Naraku hide himself deep inside the barrier you created?
Your gaze is intense, priestess. Are you attempting to look deep within my heart?
I do not even have to try. Your heart is plain for me to see.
It is all right for you to hate them. What did they do? They revered you as a saint and called you holy, and made you promise to become a living Buddha. The fools. Then they buried you alive in solitary darkness. Hate them. Hate them all. The humans of this world.
Do you scorn me? I, a saint who saved people and forgave their sins, became the one who was lost and died suffering. Then Naraku, a demon, came to me and saved my soul.
Your soul was saved? If so, then what is this sadness? This great sadness which permeates the barrier?
I was not truly a saint. While on the brink of death, I came to that realization.
And at that moment, his soul became lost. Then Naraku came to the soul which was lost in the darkness and gave it purpose. But hating people and protecting the evil demon Naraku, was that really what your heart desired? Your soul will not find salvation by keeping this tainted barrier around you at the behest of Naraku. Is there truly anyone in this world who has not doubted or who has never sinned at all?
The people all revered me as a saint, so I was resolved to be one.
I was like you when I was still alive. I tried to live without doubt, without mistakes.
Ah, so I was right. You too are dead.
It is true, and that is why I can understand the pain you are feeling. To doubt is to be human. Humans try to be divine, to be free of doubt.
I could not become a living Buddha. My attachment to corporeal life sent my soul to hell.
Do not be ashamed that you yearned for life. It is no cause for damnation. And so I ask you to please dissolve this barrier.
Why are you asking this of me?
Because I hope that you will allow me to touch your soul.
And then you wish to lay me to rest. You who are a dead priestess. There. I've dissolved the barrier as you asked of me, priestess. You said you wanted to lay me to rest and dissolve the barrier around Mount Hakure, did you not? However, I was buried alive and now my soul is filled with anger and hatred. I fear that it cannot be saved.
You are wrong. I never said that I had the ability to save your soul from the darkness. But I do want you to tell me, what is it that makes you so unbearably sad?
Sad, you say?
Even though I touch your very soul, I cannot feel the hatred and bitterness you speak of.
Hate them. It's all right for you to hate them. Hate them all. The humans of this world.
But
The tears you shed were not tears of hatred toward humans and their world.
Yes, you're right. I wanted to die an admirable death as a saint. But it was not to be. I did not want to admit my own weakness. So I cried in despair over the weakness of my own heart.
How painful it must have been.
Yes, it was painful.
You have done more than enough good in this world. So please, let your soul become free.
Is that all right?
Yes, it's all right. There is not one person in this world who never feels lost, who has never sinned in life. Those who try to be forever divine, those who try to be forever kind, and even those who are tainted by evil. Everyone wishes to be saved. Isn't that right, Konsuke? He has found peace.
All those years ago, the Shikon Jewel was supposed to have burned with Kikyo's corpse and been obliterated from this world. Even so, the Shikon Jewel used Kikyo's lingering feelings for Inuyasha, as well as Kagome's, her own reincarnation, to return to this world. Shattered but not destroyed, the jewel continued to bring new disaster as it slowly but surely reassembled. The Shikon Jewel will never disappear from this world. Even if I am destroyed, it will live on.
Huh? Naraku, what were you even trying to accomplish?
Huh? Kagome?
The whole time you've been fighting against us, it's always the same thing, over and over again. First you tore Kikyo and Inuyasha apart. Forced Sango and Kohaku to fight against each other. And now you're trying to use the love between Moroku and Sango to destroy them. You can't stand love and friendship, so you devoted your entire life trying to break people apart. But why? Is that all you really wanted?
Why ask me now?
You couldn't have done any of those things if you didn't understand the human heart. The pain of loss wouldn't mean anything to you if you didn't know what it felt like to have a bond with someone.
Kagome, what are you doing?
Nothing will ever satisfy you because the Shikon Jewel didn't grant your real wish.
This woman...
You were hesitating, weren't you? Because you know the Shikon Jewel turns every body that it absorbs into a true monster.
My hesitation...
You have a complete Shikon Jewel in your hands, and yet we both know you still haven't tried to absorb it.
That changes nothing. Are you so naive that you think you can purify my heart with your empty words? Well, you were sadly mistaken!
Kagome, stand back! Eido-san, get you home! Naraku! You and I may be nothing alike, but we are both half-demons. That means that in both of us there is a human heart and a demon heart, Naraku. But you have betrayed that! We were both given the freedom to choose, to follow our human heart or our demon heart. And you chose to live as a demon, ignoring all that was human in you. You chose to hurt others and curse them with misery and suffering. But your days of hurting my friends are over, you miserable bastard!
And you are really stronger. So this is my big wish for the spiritual community. Watch Faithless, we come one. It feels like this is exactly the job Marcel and me do at the moment. Like Maxi Chas from Faithless, we come one. It's like we just sit on the couch. We observe the chaos and we got this question. Can we even help at the moment? So Marcel and me, many times we have this kind of conversations for real, in which we really ask ourselves, can we help? It's like the people prefer war at the moment. Yeah, can we even help? So yeah, I don't know, they must go through this, right? Yeah, then I sing, so that I share my love with you the best as I can. You know, maybe I can help or do something. I don't know if this resonates with you guys, so please keep going. Okay, we are living in very wild times. Take care and see you soon. Ciao, ciao. Tschüss.